he should be using that first hunted grass and try and really maximize that really maximize the 9 pool here. And now we're finally going to see the hatchery coming, the spawning pool coming down for Kwanro here as well. And Hyuk it's going to be very, very late for him scouting this out, that there is a 12 hatch coming his way. The second overlord for Hyuk not even heading towards the north, not really sure where it's heading, kind of curious. But the first 6 Zerglings are out, and naturally they should be going counterclockwise to begin with, and they should get to Kwanro's base pretty quickly here. We'll see whether or not Kwanro is able to produce any Zerglings to counter this. It's going to be very important that he does. That spawning pool is only a little over half done, or maybe 2/3 of the way done, so I don't know if this is going to work. Kwanro might actually lose here from a build order disadvantage, and his overlord in the field is scouting this out. The first Zergling is already there, and this could be really bad for Kwanro. I don't think that spawning pool is complete yet. And that hatchery already being attacked. 5 or 6 drones being pulled off the line in order to counter this. 6 Zerglings being produced as well. And this is going to be very important. How well can Kwanro micro his drones? If this was Jaedong, of course, you'd expect Jaedong to somehow win this. But Kwanro, already losing one drone. Very, very quickly. And that hatchery looks like it is going to go down. Losing a second drone here. And this is looking really bad for Kwanro. I think he's going to lose this 12 hatch. And that 12 hatch is just about done. The 12 hatch goes down. Kwanro only getting 1 or 2 eggs out of this. So he just has fallen incredibly far behind. He has his lair already up, Spire morphing in, hatchery lair not even started for Kwanro, and I think that this is going to be a quick order victory for Hyuk. I cannot foresee Kwanro having the Zerglings right now to really counter, and he's sending 1 drone with his Zerglings. I wonder if he's going to try some sort of weird drone drill, but I don't think that really works with one drone, and Zerglings just fighting each other in the open. Kwanro just sending his Zerglings in ragtag and losing several Zerglings when he shouldn't have, and losing his entire Zergling force. Kwanro, things just falling apart for Kwanro here in his first game for the Stars, and looking very, very bad here. I have to say, Kwanro is not looking good at all. Absolutely falling apart, sending his Zerglings in almost piecemeal to be slaughtered by Hyuk's. And I don't think that Hyuk really had much of a Zergling advantage. Maybe a couple of Zerglings, so it shouldn't have been that big of a deal. But Hyuk should not have ended up with something like 6 Zerglings left over. That was some bad play by Kwanro. That Spire is almost done, and Kwanro doesn't have any gas right now. Not mining gas, not even trying to get his lair up. Doesn't look like he's even getting an Evo chamber up, so he's not even going to have Spore Colonies. And Kwanro, I don't even know what he is doing, but Kwanro is just, I think he's almost going to be drawn dead here. And finally get some Zerglings into the base of Hyuk, but Hyuk's got a second colony. He's still got a good amount of Zerglings as well. There's the Evo chamber for Kwanro, but I think it's going to be too late. He might, there's the first Mutalisks are already out for Hyuk. Hyuk doesn't even really have to worry about these Zerglings, to be honest with you. He can just send them straight over to Kwanro's base. He's got enough Zerglings, and that looks like exactly what he's doing. He's got enough Zerglings, and he's got enough that second colony that he's going to be okay in terms of just defending his main mineral line. And we are seeing the first 3 Mutalisks are going to head straight over to Hyuk, or to Kwanro's drone line, and they're going to be able to get several kills, I think. And the reinforcing Mutalisk is going to be able to help defend against these Zerglings that are coming in here. And it looks like the Zerglings maybe got 1 or 2 kills, but Hyuk playing with quite some good micro. Hyuk having some good micro here, able to hold off. And finally that Spore Colony comes up, but only 3 drones are left for Kwanro, and Kwanro's done, ladies and gentlemen. Kwanro is staying in this just to stay in this, but he is done. Only 3 drones left. And he does have the second hatchery up, but it's not really running since there's nothing really there. And he's going to lose, and there's absolutely no doubts about it. There's absolutely nothing Kwanro can do right now. I'm just going to say that right now. Absolutely nothing. And there's finally the GG from Gangyu Kwanro. And Kwanro, for fans of Woongjin Stars, for people who maybe even picked Woongjin Stars to do well this season, has to be extremely disappointing that the big pickup for really the only big move of the entire offseason, I have to say, was Kwanro coming over to Woongjin Stars, and this is not the way to start for Kwanro. That was just not pretty at all. He looked very, very much off his game. Did not even look like a quality contributor here. So Hyuk is going to take the second game for SKT1. SKT1 takes a 2-0 lead. We're going to head into the third game. It's going to be Fantasy versus Free. And like it has been so many times in the past, Woongjin Stars is going to have to depend upon Free to dig them out of a hole and get a win. And it's going to be tough. He's going against possibly the top tier certainly one of the top 3 Terrans in fantasy, and Free's gonna have to be on top of his game, absolutely play some of the best StarCraft he can in order to take this game, but it's necessary, and we're gonna be going over to the decisive Game 3 between Fantasy and Free. I will see you there.